Hi, I'm Roland and welcome back to Practical Plastic. So today we will be doing a full kit review, open kit review on this Porsche Diesel Junior tractor from Revell in 1/24 scale. Different kind of subject matter, promises to be a really interesting build. So we shall see. Gonna open this up. We'll take a look at everything inside and see what it has to offer. All right. In the meantime, as always, thank you for watching. Please do consider to like, subscribe, share, hit the alert button, all the good YouTube stuff. You know the drill. So let's see what's in the box. All right. So here we are with our Porsche Diesel Junior farm tractor from Revell. So I will start right off by saying this. You see the price at Hobby Lobby, $22.99. I bought this at one of their 40% off sales. So for $14, you get this nifty little kit. So, you know, that was like a no-brainer for me. But basically, just to take a look at the box, we are at 76 parts total. Interestingly, it is molded in color. We'll see just how much in a moment. A little history of the vehicle, and then some images of a finished kit. We also have what appears to be an opening hood to see the engine detail. So that is really cool. Now, little side note, I actually saw one of these, a real one, when I went to the Concours d'Elegance at Greenwich, Connecticut, year ago at time of this filming. So I already had the kit at that point, but I remembered seeing the real one, and it's always neat when you have a kit that you're going to build. If you've seen the real one or vice versa, you know, it just adds a little something to the hobby, connecting it to the real world. Anyway, in the box now, as I said, it is only 76 pieces, so can't expect there to be too much in here. We have booklet style Revell instructions, which I love. Again, some more history of the vehicle and identification for all of our parts, which is pretty cool because even if you're used to building cars, you may not be completely versed in the different components of a tractor. And into the build we go. We have decal callouts, and I am assuming paint callouts on here somewhere. It's basically red, so I mean you can paint yours whatever color you want. But into suspension, this actually looks like we may have positionable steering. Have to see, because we have pins and these all attach, and then it comes up from underneath, which should pin that tie rod. So I think we have positionable wheels. That's cool. Attaching our rear wheels, and it does seem that we have some options as to how we want to do final building, which is a neat little thing. And then into our final version, and yes, hood open or closed, and a few decals to boot. Now, it is a tractor, so, you know, it is a small tractor in real life, so it's not going to be a large kit. And, you know, tractors being tractors, they are basically an engine with a front axle and a seat stuck on top. So I had the opportunity to drive, not this tractor, but a farm tractor in Ireland, and that my wife's uncle has a farm, and got a chance to drive a tractor around, which was really cool. But these are mechanical beasties, so they are interesting machines. All right, so in our box, we have, indeed, in color, looks like 2.5 sprues of red, a little bit of clear, a little sprue of black, a sprue of off-white for the wheels, a few pieces of chrome, and tires, safety notes, and the cover sheet went flying. But we do have a very nice decal sheet. We have an instrument cluster that is very cool. And it seems like we have all different placards, markings, lights, license plates. I think this is for the side of the fender seat, whatever those are supposed to represent. But in any event, a nice little set of decals for our little tractor. So I'm going to unbag these and then we can take a closer look. Okay, so here's our parts layout. Now, 76 parts, so we're not going to have a tremendous amount of stuff, but let's take a look and see what we actually have in terms of how well it's done. So to start off, we have our tires, of course, the big rear tires and the smaller front tires, but the front tires have a really nice tread pattern, and interestingly enough, that they're soft rubber / vinyl / whatever material, but no center seam. Same for the rears. Good authentic tractor wheel pattern, tire pattern, and again, no center seam. So that is really nice to see. We have a small sprue of our black parts, and it looks like we have a battery, steering wheel, I guess what will become a side view mirror. I would imagine those are our license plates, steering column. So just a few parts on there, and you'll notice the sprues are even lettered. So this feels like, even though it was in the Revell USA style boxing, the typical shoebox style box, this feels a lot more like a Revell Germany kit, which I'm just guessing, but would have been in one of those sort of not so desirable side opening Revell boxes, because those are very flimsy. But we have an off-white here. We have our wheels, fronts, backs, and then this utility bar, rollover bar, to go across the top rear of the tractor. And what I am looking at, this is thoroughly dyed, so it is not translucent at all. Because what I'm thinking that this offers you is the ability, if you want to stick with the original colors, you could just clear coat, and that's a nice option. We just have a chrome trim piece for the hood, a emblem for the front, and that is actually through molded. I'm hoping you can see that. That's really nice. So we have the slats there, and then the exhaust pipe. I would thinking, this would probably dull coat to take some of that chrome shine off. We just have two small clear parts for our headlights, but they do have, yes, they do have the, tic-tac-toe board pattern on there. And into our red. So we have one small sprue here for our seat, our fender seat. And then we have two larger sprues, which will form the bulk of our guy here. We have our hood in two pieces. We do have a parting line here. It's light, but really would have to sand that down, because that is supposed to be one smooth piece of metal. And then we have some nicely detailed parts here. Dashboard, looks like a piece of transmission. Again, nice detail on these molds. Look at the through molding for this plate. Whatever those holes are machined for, but they are through molded rather than having to blackwash them. We do have like a diamond plate texture on these side steps. Pedal assembly. It's like a little utility box. And then on our last sprue, we have obviously our engine, and this is really the bulk of the build here. We have our fenders, and no parting line on these. So that's nice. Oh, there it is, right there. I do feel it on my finger, but again, very slight. But since this is the bulk of our little beast, just want to get close in on these, and you can see there is a lot of really nice molding on here. We have a shift lever molded onto it. Another lever, I'm assuming that's shift lever. Maybe I'm wrong. In any event, those are molded on, so do need to be careful with those. Our front knuckles, and yes, these certainly seem like this is set up for positionable steering because they have the little caps on the pins, which means this will press fit on. And there's the other side of the front suspension. So that's cool. Very happy to see this. The headlights are already mounted on this thin wire form, so won't have to try to get those level. They are already on there and set to go. But yes, a nice selection of parts. So there we go. There is our little tractor. Now, I know Mini Art, interestingly enough, has been releasing some tractors and bulldozers, smaller equipment in 24th scale as well. I did not become aware of those kits until after I had already bought this guy. And one of the things that compelled me to get this kit was I had not seen this subject in 24 scale ever. And of course, I may have just missed it from somewhere, but at least in my, browsing and shopping experience, this was the only 24 scale kit of a tractor like this that I had seen. So when I saw it on sale, I would have bought it anyway, but for the sale price, I think this is a really good buy. Have to see how it would go together, but I'm pretty confident this will go together quite well. But if you are interested in this subject matter, at 76 pieces, this kit offers a very approachable build in terms of parts count. The Mini Art kits, I'm sure, are super detailed because that is Mini Art's thing, and I'm just guessing those kits are probably, somewhere around the 200 part count for a 24th scale tractor as well. So certainly would be more parts intensive, and I would hazard to guess would certainly require a little more building skill and finesse to get them together. Whereas this seems to be pretty straightforward. Yes, we do have some small parts, but they're not down to, crazy. You need a tweezer and magnifying lens for everything. And there is no photo etch here. So if you're not a fan of photo etch, you don't have to worry about that or the prospect of skipping it and sacrificing detail. So there we go. The Porsche Diesel Junior 108 tractor for your building pleasure. All right. So that's all for now. And as always, enjoy your hobby.